Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back once again to Richard's Toy Room. Today we're going to do a model kit review and build. What we've got today is the Ford Crown Victoria Georgia State Trooper police car. Now, this kit came out in 2007. There was a few different variations to it. I believe one was just a plain, generic police car, and there was about a half a dozen other state models available as well. I do believe they were in different colors depending on which variation. This is a Lindberg kit. Now, my first Lindberg kit, well, I should say my first modern Lindberg kit that I built, I was really disappointed in it. I did a video on it. It was a Lincoln Continental, like a 41 or something like that, and it was a terrible kit. It was some old, like 1950s molds that they used, and it was a horrid kit. And if that was what I based all Lindberg kits on, I'd never buy another Lindberg kit again. But thankfully, I've picked up a couple of other Lindberg kits in the meantime, or since then, and they're actually really nice kits, and this is no exception. This, as I will show you shortly, I'm just going to show you what's on the box here. It comes pre-painted, and it's a pretty decent paint job too, so that saves you a lot of time right there. And that's usually, as far as I'm concerned anyway, that's my weakness, is getting a good paint job for some reason. Sometimes I can get an excellent paint job, sometimes they just, I don't know what they're doing wrong, but they just don't come out right. So let's pop this kit open and see what's inside. First thing is we have this 4-page instruction sheet, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, at least this one, I'm not sure if they made other ones besides this, but as far as this particular release is concerned, you have unmarked Illinois, California, Tennessee, North Carolina, Alabama, and this one, the Georgia State Patrol. If I saw any more of these, I'd pick them up because this looks like a really nice kit. And it'd be cool to have some different variations. I mean, if I didn't know how good a kit this was going to be, I wish I would have picked up a couple of the other ones that they had, because there was a really good deal on them that was at Ollie's. So anyway, you know, it tells you where to put the decals, and I think it's mostly a snap together kit, but it does look like it needs some parts that need gluing. Here's the body, pre-painted. They even did the silver on the bumper strips for you. And that's a pretty good paint job. Pretty happy with that. Black down here on the rocker panels. I mean, if you put a little bit of fine detailing into this, it'll be a nice looking kit. I'm looking forward to building this. Here's your hubcaps. It's actually the wheels. And you got some mirror and some spotlights there. Here's your one-piece clear windshield and side glass, and clear windshield and side glass. You do a little bit of back painting on the black here. It'll look really nice, like a real car. Like I said, you gotta take your time and do some detailing. Here's your clear parts for the light bar and the tail light lenses. Even the bottom's been painted. I mean, you can tell the difference. This is just bare plastic on the chassis on the inside, and then this has actually been painted. It's got a little bit of a different sheen to it. So, you know, do a little bit of detailing there. Here's the tub for the seats. even that's been done. They've all been done. Do some detailing on that dashboard. There's some unique cop parts. Got some walkie-talkies and center console stuff there. Here's the divider for the front and back seats. It's got metal axles and screws to hold the body to the frame. Here's the mirrors, outside rear view mirrors. It's got 4 nice rubber tires. They're Goodyears. Black wall, of course, because cop cars never have white walls. Of course, most new cars don't have white walls now anyway. Here's the rest of the front bumper painted. Put a little wash in there to detail that up. And a nice set of decals here. Can't quite see these. Maybe see if I can. I don't know if you can see the white stickers there. They probably don't show up on the camera very well, but they say Georgia State Patrol. They're right here and right here. And that's it. That's everything in the kit. Not a lot of parts, but it's going to be a nice kit when it's all done. So I'm not going to do intermediate as I build updates or anything like that on it. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it up, and then when you see it next, it's going to be completely finished. Okay, I lied. Here's a little bit of an update. I decided to paint the interior a gray, although this paint says it's called Satin Country Blue. It's more of a gray to me. Because I don't remember any police cars having a black interior. In fact, I don't remember any Crown Vics having a black interior. I'm not saying they never did, but I worked for Ford for 20 years, and I worked on these police cars, and I remember them mostly either having a blue cloth or a gray cloth interior. So that's what we're going with. And here we are with the reveal. Totally completed model. I did run into a little bit of a problem when I tried to do the chrome molding around the windows, and I did black all around the trim, which is how the car is supposed to be. I did a back painting on the glass, so that's why it looks shiny, which it should. But when I did the trim around here, it's so tiny and thin. I tried taping it off, and I got bleed through, but it looks, if you get too close, it looks a little messy, but from far away it doesn't look that bad. So I guess, maybe 90% looks good. But anyway, the decals went on fairly easily. The whole assembly was pretty easy, except for the only part that was kind of difficult was when you put the window glass in. I don't know if it was like distorted or what, but it really didn't want to sit in there well with the interior tub, and then you put the chassis on, and it screws in with 4 screws. And that was a little bit fiddly, but it all went together after. I don't think the glass fits in there quite as nice as it should. Now, the only thing I didn't really care for in the kit are these spotlights here. On a normal car, these aren't up like that. They're face down when they're not in use. And I had considered maybe possibly taking them back off and maybe heating them up and twisting them down so they sit down, because they look kind of goofy up like that to me. But that's the only way they could go on based on the way that they molded that those spotlights. They don't look horrible, but I'm not crazy about them. The decals make it look nice. You see you got little decals on the hubcaps and little Crown Victoria decals, and then let me show you the back here. Taillights didn't come out too bad. Now when they originally gave you the taillights, they didn't paint the red far enough, so I had to go over them again and paint the red all the way down to the little chrome strip on the bottom. And I used the Molotow chrome pen on it, which is the first time I've actually used it on a kit. So I was fairly pleased with it. I think I need to get the 1mm tip. I use a 2mm tip because that was the first one I bought just for testing purposes. But might be a little hard to see, but here's the interior. You see I painted it that grayish blue color from earlier in the video. It doesn't look too bad. I'm fairly happy with the model itself. So basically, there you go. This is the Lindberg kit, and it is. I did some research. It's a '96 Ford Crown Victoria Interceptor police car. I definitely would recommend a kit. It's a fairly simple kit, and it does look good when you're done. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll join me again, and look forward to making some more videos for you. So stay tuned.